Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is Love and or Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 10. Okay? People was in the comment section last week. It's this name and it's that name. Look, the DVR say one thing. The recording, when they be talking, be saying something different. Y'all know what it is. Let it be, okay? But first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a JayBird, dun, 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 and all that goodness and stuff, or whatever. Okay, y'all already know to relax, to relate, to release, and to center yourself, to inhale, to exhale, to like, to comment, to share this video, to follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner, and all of that information is where? In the description box below. Okay, it's like 3 a.m. trying to get on past these things. I've been binge watching Girlfriends, honey, and I'm like, girl, do the damn review. Stop watching Girlfriends and go to bed. So first up, we have Marcelino and Brittany, who was tired of their small ass house. It's because they got all them kids, okay? That house was perfect when it was him, her, and just her son. They didn't have 2 more kids. They got a dog. It's a lot going on and whatnot. And plus, they're now in quarantine. And Brittany feels like, okay, I'm back in prison. It's too small in here, you know what I'm saying? We need to move immediately. He's like, look, we just spent a whole bunch of money to get this whole new backyard. So we see it's construction going on in their backyard. But they live in Vegas. Ain't it too hot to be outside in the backyard? I digress. Now, she thought they was going to spend $10,000 on the backyard. He said, well, no, you know what I'm saying? I took out a home equity loan for $25,000, and that's how much the backyard costs. $25,000 is a down payment on a home. Like, why would you pay money that much to fix up a backyard of a small ass house that y'all are outgrowing? I don't get it, okay? Now, he said when they sell it, you know, it does put some value back into their home, but y'all outgrowing that little ass house, and it's even worse because, again, you're now stuck in it, okay? Anyway, he like, we can stay here for a while, enjoy the backyard, and the next move we do will be our forever home. Is he working? Is she working? The poker places is closed, so how they making money? Because he didn't have no job. Poker not a job, so they not even collecting unemployment. Are they scratching and surviving on good times? Girl, they must be getting paid from the show. Anyway, we're gonna leave that be. And they probably be getting sponsorships and stuff, so that's fine. So Brittany, like him saying, look, this in the house, and this makes me feel like I'm back in prison. Like, we need to go out, okay? We need to go out, have a good night on the town, so they're going to have her mama watch their children, okay? I'm like, well, I guess that's fine. Now, grandma come over to babysit the kids and whatnot, and Marcelino and Brittany go out looking all good, hanging out all around Vegas while everything is closed. But they got masks on, because Marcelino said, I'm older, I got asthma, if I get sick, I could die. Okay, because y'all don't forget, Marcelino was 41, she is 29, so it's a bit of an age difference. So when they going out or whatever, they being real safe and whatnot. So they have a good time walking around together, you know what I'm saying, being happy, and she's happy to be able to be with her husband and be in good spirits and everything. Now they get back to the house. Now when they left the house, her mama was there babysitting children. When they came home, the mama was gone. The mom hadn't called the other daughter over to watch the kids, and then she left. And they're like, where did she go? I don't know. She called me, said, come over here and handle these children, and then she left. And not only that, my bank sent me a message saying that my bank account is, below $50, you know what I'm saying? And it should not be, and I can't find my debit card. And now Brittany and her sister out here looking for their, drunk and alcoholic mama. Now we have Sarah and Michael and Megan and Maria and Malcolm in the middle, and Jesus and the girl, Lazarus Pit. Everybody needs this damn couple. We first see Sarah, and she goes to see her lesbian friend, who name I don't know, at the gym. I'm convinced that lesbian friend is in love with Sarah, and that's another main reason she don't like Michael, because I just think she wants Sarah. She wants so much on little Sarah-ness or whatever. Anyway, she do say, I like Malcolm for Sarah. How you know? He ain't even there long enough, but I mean, I digress. So, she brings up how, what I'm saying, when me and Michael been dating or whatever, we went out last night. We had some good old sex last night and stuff. Yeah, we don't need to know all that. We don't, we don't care, Sarah, okay? We don't care. And I hope they use a condom. Please don't let her be knocked up again, okay? Because she can barely mentally and emotionally handle the deadbeat father of her first two kids if she was deadbeat. But I digress. So they then chit chat about the little baby girl's birthday party coming up. And I invited Malcolm, and so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Now, lesbian friend feel like I hope Michael don't come. He doesn't have to come. Like I'm saying, he doesn't deserve to be there. He the kid's father. You know what I'm saying? He the kid's father. Now, is Michael a deadbeat? Yes. Yes, he is. But most of his deadbeat time, he was in prison. Now, since he's been home, has he been a deadbeat? Yes. But mainly because that's his M.O. Sarah having a second baby with Michael was her stupidity exemplified times 100. Because now she has deadbeat times 2 plus 1. Okay? So it is what it is. But I do get Sarah trying to allow Michael to be a good father. He just isn't one. Okay? He's not a good father the same way Sarah wasn't a good decision maker. Okay? Because it was her decision to fuck him raw at least 2 times. Anyway, Sarah, I want Michael to come. She want Michael there because she want Michael to see her with Malcolm. She really, which is dumb to me, but I'm saying dumb people do dumb things. I'm saying play dumb games, get dumb prizes. And I mean, she's got some dumb prizes. Anyway, but she also brings about she wants him to come because she wants him to have the experiences that he missed with the oldest daughter because he was in prison or whatever. And I'm my girl, bye. So, and I want Malcolm and girls me damn M's. She want Malcolm and Michael to meet before the party. Then tell Michael that she trying to surprise Michael with, ta-da, I have a boyfriend. Okay, is what she trying to do. And that shit gonna backfire. Even if it's not to the extent of Michael and Malcolm fighting, it's gonna backfire if Michael don't get no fucks. But I digress. Anyway, she then brings up, because I want them to meet because Michael be real possessive over me. I'm saying, so it may be an issue. Girl, you ain't seen that man enough. If he was really possessive, he wouldn't let you out of his sight. He'd be gone for days. Forever. But her thing is, I guess he don't want her to be with anyone else. I mean, he out here fucking wherever else. I don't think he cares. Anyway, we then see her go to therapy. Okay, she goes to therapy, and I'm having a party, and I'm upset that Michael didn't come in town earlier. You know what I'm saying? The party's tomorrow. He won't be here till tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? He's known for the whole year. Our daughter would turn 1. He know her birthday, girl. She used her innocent white voice at first to feel all victimized because Michael ain't coming early. Okay, she then brings up how she mainly wanted him to be there early because she wanted him to meet Malcolm again. She wants to surprise him with the information. Okay, but if I told him a couple days early, that gives him a couple days to, deal with it, to come to grips with it, and then be fine by the party date. I'm like, you could have also told that man when he was in Flint. Okay, you could have did that, but no, you want to tell him in person because she likes the bullshit too. I digress. And as she's talking more about Michael, her black scent comes out, and the therapist said, when you talk about Michael, your energy changed, and there's there's a black scent, okay? She acts a little bit different or whatever. It's that she thinks she's black when she talks about the black man, but I digress or whatever. So, but I'm just tired, that's why I sound different, because I'm tired. I'm burnt out, and now she's crying because she needs a moment to control herself. You purposely had 2 kids with a man who was already consistently cheating on you and in and out of prison. You chose to have the second child after he got out of prison, even though you knew he wasn't shit before. We don't feel bad for you, no one do. We don't feel bad for you, no one do. Because you dumb. And that doesn't mean that Michael is not an asshole, piece of shit baby daddy, but it's like you knew he was that with the first kid. You can't have a deadbeat father and you have another baby, now you double time upset. That's on you. We don't feel bad for you. No one do. Anyway, we then see, deadbeat baby daddy Michael. He go see his mama, you know what I'm saying? Driving that old ass Malibu around Flint, okay? And I'm like, well, at least his braids done, his mama hair done. I mean, the hair that she put in there don't match her scalp, but it's cute nonetheless, okay? Not the bang or whatever. Anyway, so he talking to the mama about him and Maria not working out because she be tripping, okay? She took his passport, he can't go nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And he feel like, you know what I'm saying, Maria not caring, you know what I'm saying, about situations we in that could get me locked up. You know what I'm saying? I can't have that. I can't be with anybody who, don't care about taking me away from my kids. You've been out of jail all this time. You've flown to more states to see bitches and you flew to New York to see your daughters. Okay, you went to Texas to see Megan. You went to Miami with Maria. You have been everywhere. Been around the world. I ain't seen my babies. He ain't seen them children. He ain't seen them kids. So Michael can't sit up here and act as if, Maria's a horrible person because she wants to cause me drama and prevent me from seeing my children. You are the only one preventing yourself from seeing your children. Truth be told, he need to move to New York or at least a closer place so that way you can be close to your children. Because you're not working no job in Flint at all, bruh. We know you ain't, okay? But I digress. Anyway, his mama, oh, you right, son. You being smart now, son. You smart to not be. Mama, just cut it out. Your son ain't shit, okay? And we blame you a little bit because you haven't told him, son, get your shit together. Fuck them hoes. Go see about your kids, okay? Don't be going, I'm traveling from state to state for pussy. Travel to New York to see your children. Do that, okay? But I don't care. Anyway, we see that Sarah is calling him and he's ignoring her phone calls because he tells his mama she be on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I called her asking her about the kid party and whatnot, and I'm paraphrasing, of course. And, she wouldn't give me any information, and I was asking her because I wanted to go up there and plan something myself while I have my daughters, and she won't let me do that. So he's upset because she won't let him get the kids. But they ain't seen you in months. But I mean, look, when you have two people who make bad decisions procreating, it's gonna be some bullshit. And Michael makes bad decisions and he's a deadbeat, and Sarah makes bad decisions because she's a dummy for fucking a deadbeat twice. And so this is what we have. But he's like, I'm gonna pop up and see my kids because I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what me and Sarah got going on. I'm gonna see my kids. I mean, that sound good. But we need you to keep that same momentum going when the cameras ain't rolling, okay? And then that was about that. They be on some bullshit most of the time. Anyway, next up, Andrea and Lamar. Now, we see Lamar and Tennyson go and visit Lamar's brother, D'Lo. I don't know, okay? Because Lamar say, I want Tennyson to be aware that while we here in LA, he has family. He has, uncles and cousins, aunts, and whatever. We family up here. So he takes them and they visiting D'Lo. Now, they trying to tell him how, LA isn't bad, LA ain't about, only bums and drug addicts and gangs or whatever. It's better now. D'Lo then say the crime rate is down about 70%. Are you sure, D'Lo? Tennyson said, oh, okay, cool, that's cool. But you the only person I know who got shot. And you got shot here. Meaning, how was the crime rate down if you out the blue got shot? Okay, explain that to me. Now, Lamar explained that Dulo was going to see his son. He was dropping some money off to his son in Compton. And when Dulo got the car, it was a random shooting. It had nothing to do with Dulo per se, but someone around there was shooting. He ended up getting shot in the foot, okay? And he was shot in the foot trying to duck and dodge from the bullets or whatnot, okay? So it was like a random shooting. But I mean, that's what happens. Anyway, so they had that conclusion and whatnot. And as they sit there chit-chat and jaw-jacking, and, Dulo let him know, man, we family now, you know what I'm saying? And you're welcome to come over here whenever you want. And you're welcome at any time. Dulo then proceeds to light a blunt. Okay, that looking like, and even Lamar looked like you're going to light a blunt right in front of him. But they smoke over there. That's what they do, okay? And then he offers said blunt to Tennyson. I'm like, is Tennyson gonna smoke some weed? Oh, Andrea gonna kill them all. But he's like, oh, no, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm good. And I am impressed that he, one, did not partake in the devil's lettuce, but two, he then, so like, the next time if I'm around these people or whatnot and they like some weed, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, okay? I hope they will realize that, what I'm saying, I don't smoke weed, I don't want to be around it or whatever. Now, in this aspect, when he was smoking weed, he didn't get up and leave this time. He sat there, so I'm pretty sure Tennyson got a whole contact high. Anytime you in a room with someone who's smoking weed, if you don't smoke weed yourself, you're gonna get high. Now, Lamar did say as well, nah, man, he don't do that. Like, he ain't, like, I don't even let them see me smoke, or, like, I don't do that around them at all. But Dulo did not stop smoking, probably because it's his house. Anyway, Lamar do say, like, please don't tell your mama. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I digress. We see a little short scene of Nala and Andrea in the middle of like a drugstore, like a CVS or whatever, with Andrea talking to her about sex and boys. Like, I know you're gonna like boys now, and I know you haven't been dating or whatever, but you have to, be aware. She's like, Mom, because she was having a full-fledged, not quiet, loud conversation in the midst of like the modest that 7 now. I'm like, first of all, Andrea, why your coochie itching? But I digress. Anyway, and she gonna say, because there are, bad influences in LA. I'm like, do you think there wasn't bad influences in Utah? Do you think people in Utah ain't fucking too, girl? But anyway, talking about people can get boy. No, she said sex can make people crazy. We see by you, okay? You had a whole fucking closet baby, okay? You had a whole sex in the closet of a prison baby. So yes, sex makes people insane, including you. But I digress. We then see them later on, and Nala and Tennyson is in the room chit-chatting or whatever, and she brings up Mom was in the stove talking about sex, getting on my nerve or whatever. They both discuss how, they like LA, how LA is different than Utah. Nala likes LA. Even though they had some negatives to it, she again looks at the positive. It's like, I always knew I wanted to move to LA. He like, I miss the safety of Utah. Why they act like don't nothing ever happen in Utah? I need to Google Utah and see if there's been any crimes and murders. Because is Utah heaven? It can't be. It just isn't. But I digress or whatever. He then told Nala, yeah, I was at Doodle House and he offered me some weed. And she was like, what? And he was like, yeah. I said no. But he offered some, and he like, at some point, I'm going to have to tell Mom. I'm looking like, why you going to snitch? Don't snitch. Don't do that. But again, she's like, if you tell Mom, you're like, Mom's going to freak out. And probably on Lamar. You're like, well, no, Lamar, like, stopped it or whatever. He protested and said it wasn't cool or whatever. Well, make sure you tell Mom that, because Mom's going to freak the fuck out. Girl, I mean, it's a good thing that Tennyson does not want to have cigarettes from his mom, but this is also something that you don't have to tell your mother. Like, it's not even, you didn't smoke the weed. Like, don't be a snitch. Don't be a snitch. Anyway, we then have Angela and Tony, okay? I get my thought together. So they still sitting around chit-chatting and stuff. And She still don't want Tony there. She didn't put the bat down, and they sitting down, of course, both sitting down, smoking cigarettes tonight. Sweet song. Anyway, Angela, I'm gonna try my best to do this. Tony, 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 Tony. I can't stop laughing. Let me do this. Maybe if I'm not being seen, I can get in the character. Okay, I have to be Angela. Okay, now see how the woods coming shit when I girls. Yeah, I do. I have to become Angela. Okay, and this is the only way I can do it. Anyway, Tony, you come strolling back 4 months later. Like I'm not supposed to be okay with you. You're up here lying. Don't you want more out of life than hookers in hotel rooms, Tony? Angela, I want to fix this. I'm so sorry. I have a lot has changed in these last 4 months. It really, really has. I don't believe you, Tony. What has changed all these 4 months? What is it, Tony? You know what I'm saying? You always say you want to fix shit and change shit, Tony. I spent the last 4 months in the hotel room by myself. Losing you was horrible, Angela. I'm so sorry. I don't believe you, Tony. What will it take for you to respect me, okay? To love me right, Tony? Angela, this is the whole thing. Being without you, it was the worst punishment ever. Losing you made me realize I was a piece of shit. I need you. I need you to help me see what I don't see in myself, okay? You always did it before, okay? Can you do it now? That's not fair to me. I'm not a therapist. This isn't fair. I can't do that. And then the confession, she then say, I have a master's degree in counseling. I work with mental health for 6 years. I know Tony needs me, and I don't want to help him, but I feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? Tony, I want, and Angela, you know what I want? I want to treat people like I want to be treated. I'm like, that can be, just do it, motherfucker. I mean, what? Okay, Tony. How do you think this relationship would be different? I'm like, oh, so now she wants to be a counselor? That's what's going on here? Angela, okay, I can actually honor my vows now. Okay, I couldn't do it when we first got married. Tony, guess what? I never filed a marriage license, so we not even really married. Okay, Tony? What? As far as I'm concerned, Angela, we are still married. Don't you miss me? Of course I do. I miss you all the time. But I don't want to be disappointed again, Tony. Okay? I don't want that no more. And then she like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She just started talking shit after that. Because she tells us that there's things about her that Tony doesn't know. And I'm like, what things, Angela? What Tony don't know? What's going on here? We then found out what it is. Angela has been talking to another guy. Boom, pow, pow. So Angela was also talking to this guy named Ross. And she was talking to him at the same time that she was talking to Tony when Tony was locked up. And she brings up how she was visiting him and whatever. And he was basically Tony number 2. Okay, she was giving him money. All that stuff, the same shit she did for Tony, she was also doing for him. I'm looking like, how was you supplying money for 2 men for that damn long? And you live in a trailer park? Girl, I digress. Anyway, but she brings up at one point, her and Ross stopped talking because they got mad at each other. And so at that point, that's when her and Tony got more and more serious or whatever. And so she kind of stopped talking to him, but kept in touch a little bit or whatever. So Ross is out of prison. So we see her at her computer trying to send him a letter to say, well, it was a letter or email, but it's saying like, we need to meet up, Ross. We should meet up sometime and talk about Tony, about me, about you, Ross. Because I love Ross too. I do, and I don't want to love Ross too. Because I love Tony. I don't know what to do. I'm like, girl, how you love 2 former prisoners? Girl, what is wrong with you? Talking about, with Tony being gone, I can do what I want to do now. Girl, stop smoking them cigarettes you want to do, girl. Angela out here hoeing around with different prisoners. Is it that much? Is it a shortage on men? I'd rather be single. And lastly, we have Shane and Lacey. Now, with John back in jail, that Shane and Lacey would be a couple. Now, it's been 3 months since the last scene that we saw of them at the pier getting back together. Now, clearly, I feel like Lacey's pregnant. It could be the quarantine 15, but I feel like she don't look bigger. She's only bigger in her belly. I'm like, is she pregnant? It could be some sandwiches. I'm not sure, but I was like, is she pregnant? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, so he say I feel complete now that I'm home with the family, with Lacey and the kids. We see the kids run in, they laughing and joking and playing or whatever. I'm like, Lacey then say, I can't wait for the kids to go back to my daddy's house. Okay, I need a break. I'm looking like they probably just got to you. Lacey is a non-parent motherfucker I know. Her kids is always at her daddy's house. But we then see she has a FaceTime conversation with a friend of hers as Shane is outside with her kids. And she tells the friend that her and Shane are starting IVF so they can have a baby. And the friend was like, it's been a crazy year. Like, do you think that's smart? Like, do you think it's too soon? Do you think y'all should be doing that? She's like, well, there's never going to be like a right time. Well, the time is not right after you left Shane for Jean and then left Jean for Shane. You shouldn't do that. It's no. No. And how you want to have another kid when you don't like the kids you have now? They always gone, okay? And so the friend, like, why? Well, I got my tubes tied. So, like, right now, there's a study about people with their tubes tied. And if I do the study, we'll save $6,000 on the IVF. And I'm like, okay. She's like, and I only couldn't afford IVF, like, for one cycle. I can't afford it to do, 2 or 3 times or whatnot. And, well, are you, like, ready for another kid? Like, or is it, like, does Shane want one since he doesn't like have his own or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, why that? And she admits, well, yeah, I am doing it because, Shane does not have his own, child of his own or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this will bring us closer. A child does not bring anyone closer. I mean, the only thing having a child brings closer, the child's head gets closer to the vagina to come out, but a child won't make y'all closer. If y'all having issues, that's not how this works. It's not. You should know that, considering your kids' daddies ain't around. Your kids ain't even around. You not even close to your own children. I can't wait for my kids to go to my daddy's house, but I'm gonna have IVF to have. And girl, this stupidity. It's just dumb. They just dumb did it. I don't think it's smart. I just don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, that was the whole episode. I'm done. Peace.